All right, guys, what's going on today? We are talking about EDC gear that I use on a daily basis. That is kind of what EDC means, everyday carry. Talking about what I used in 2023, the gear that I've chosen, why I've chosen it, what I would recommend to you guys having used this stuff for a minute. So I think we're just going to go kind of radius around my body in terms of where I carry things. So starting off with just, I guess, center front in my belt line, we're going to talk about pistols, what guns I carry and why I choose them. So this is the SIG P365, but this is what I carry when I want to be discreet, low profile, I don't want to be printing, and I carry it in a Black Hawk appendix holster. I don't love this holster, and I am considering upgrading to a tier 1 concealed or something that just feels better. I also don't really love this belt clip style, and I've carried with this holster for coming up on about 9 months, so it might be time to get a new one. But yeah, this is for discreet carry, as well as I have a lower back injury where my vertebrae is permanently out of place, and that can cause a lot of pain and discomfort on some days. So on the days where I don't want to really feel the weight of a gun in my waistband, this is what I reach for. Now, on days where I don't care about being discreet, don't care about printing, maybe it's winter, it's colder, I have more layers on, or I'm just going to a place where I just don't care, or if I'm going to a higher risk environment like traveling to downtown Minneapolis for a night out or something like that, then I'll carry something more like this. This is my Glock 19, but the main benefits of reaching up for this is to have a full-sized pistol that gives me a good fighting grip. I have extended capacity of 18+1 in the chamber. I have a weapon-mounted light and a red dot, so a lot of benefits in choosing to carry this gun as opposed to, you know, the small little baby gun. On days where I want to feel a bit more classy, I'll carry my Springfield Prodigy. I did go back to iron sights on this gun, and I don't think I'll be changing that anytime soon. I love this gun. I shoot the best with this gun, and I guess with all the modifications, these two are probably a similar weight. Maybe the Glock might be heavier now at this point with all of the extra doodads on it. But this is my favorite pistol. I love carrying it. My back doesn't love it when I carry it. I save it for special occasions. Moving to the front right pocket, what I've got is, it's a K-bar knife. I used to have the Warrior Poet kind of straight edge karambit, but I literally lost it maybe 3 weeks ago. Really sad about that because that was a really nice knife. But this was one that my father-in-law gave me for Christmas. It's held up for the past year and a half just fine. I've had to resharpen the edge a few times because I like to use it for opening boxes. It's not necessarily a primary fighting weapon. One, since it's a folder, but two, since I use it for a lot of other things, and the edge is kind of dulled, it's kind of marred up, so it's not going to be the cleanest knife if I had to use it. Also in my front pocket, I like to carry these AirPods. I love listening to podcasts, listening to music, watching videos, but additionally I appreciate the ability to go hands-free if I have to make a call to a loved one, or God forbid, in the scenario I have to deploy a pistol. It allows me the ability to go hands-free, perhaps with a dispatcher, having them in my ears and having the microphone, being able to make a phone call. Only downside is that if you're walking around like the office and you're on the phone making a call and like you look at someone for like a split second, you make eye contact, it's super awkward because they think you're talking to them, and then you kind of just have to like run away. I do try and limit my use of these, keep an eye on how much time I have them in my ears, just because the EMF radiation and brain tumor thing, not a lot of science on that yet, just because of the lack of long-term studies done. That is something that I'm, kind of aware of. Shifting over to the left pocket, I carry, this is a Streamlight Macro Stream. For the longest time, I hated this light because it kept flickering and shutting off when I was using it, and I was like, gosh, this is a piece of crap. So I bought a new one, did the same thing. Realized just the tail cap was slowly working itself off, slowly kind of creeping off. One day I just decided to like pop open the battery, and then I put the tail cap back on fully, of course. It worked fine, and I realized that you just got to tighten the tail cap every now and then. One additional modification I've done to this is just a bungee cord. What do you call this stuff? Shrink tube. I tied the bungee cord in a knot, kind of fit it to my hand a little bit, and then put some shrink tube over it, held the lighter down, and now it allows me to, again, you're going to see a common theme, go hands-free if I need to use a light. Sometimes it gets annoying because my belt which I will get to as well. My belt buckle, if I move it offset to allow myself to appendix carry more center line. When I'm sitting down or kneeling over, the tail cap can get depressed and the light can get turned on in my pants. Then all of a sudden I feel like a 600-degree heat missile against my leg. I look down and my light's on. Then I'm worried the next time I have to use it, the battery's gonna be dead. So that is one downside, and I haven't found a workaround for it yet. Additionally, in my left pocket, I carry this. This is a Jack Car wallet, EDC card holder. Allows me to carry my 2 personal cards in the front, business card in the back, my ID, and then my concealed carry license as well. I love this wallet. It's slim. It is beautiful leather. It's going to wear in really nice, I think. I've only had it for about a week. My wife got it for my birthday. And I also love it because, 1, it supports Jack Carr, one of my favorite authors, and 2, it was made by leather workers here in Minnesota. For my belt, this is the Core Essentials leather belt, just a brown gun belt, and it's got a stiff core, so that supports weight of a pistol and of throwing lots of things in my pocket. This right here is a little padded strap. It was for a shoulder strap on the cooler, so I took it off that and threw it on my belt to line up against my back because, like I said, I have a back injury. It's permanent. It's not going away. It's not getting any better, but this actually does help relieve a lot of discomfort that I get in the lower back from having an appendix carry pistol, the weight pulling forward. It just kind of eases it off there. Next, I like to wear wraparound shades. I wear contacts, and so my eyes dry out really easily, especially on windy days. And when I wear wraparound shades, it actually blocks a lot of the wind from hitting my eyes, so it prevents me from drying out and having to use a lot of re-moistening drops. They also look cool and tactical. These were like $15 at my local state fair, so it doesn't really matter what brand to me. They are polarized and they've lasted me for about 9 months. My favorite watch to wear is the Citizen, it's a dive watch, the Eco Drive Divers 200 meter. It was a graduation present for my college graduation from my parents, and I love wearing it every day. When I have to dress up a little bit more, I'll wear my Hugo Boss watch. I swapped out the band to make it look more like the watch that John Wick wears. Here's a close-up of the Citizen. Love that watch. I don't really try and carry a whole ton of stuff that is, gonna make things kind of impractical for me. I try and leverage my vehicle as an extension of my EDC, as well as the backpack that I carry. So in the future, I might go over my pack and what's inside there, but I try to keep what's on me low profile, practical, especially considering some of the physical limitations that I have to work around. I've kind of ebbed and flown between using like ankle medical trauma kits, as well as carrying something like this, a little shoulder pack with medical gear in there, kind of serving as a little IFAK, but then I look kind of gay wearing it. And I've just kind of settled on having medical be in my vehicle as well as my backpack that I carry most days with me. But yeah, that's the general EDC, the general breakdown. Hope you guys enjoyed this, found this to be useful. Thank you guys for watching. Before we sign, I'd like to thank this channel's biggest sponsor, Nautilus Ammunition. They're an American ammo company where everything is made here in America. Their goal is to bring affordable yet high-quality ammunition to your door and creating convenience for you by having monthly subscriptions where you can get 223, 9mm, and 300 blackout subsonic rounds delivered monthly to your door. These guys are great. They have expanded their lineup to hollow points, different grain weights of 9mm, 300 blackout subs, which is super exciting. So check them out. Order ammunition. You can use code Marksman5 for 5% off your order of $100 or more. And a huge thank you to Nautilus Ammunition again for sponsoring this video. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.